So today we're solving quadratic equations by graphing. We've kind of done this before when it asked us to find zeros and solutions. So what I want to do on number 1, in order to graph it, I need it to equal 0. So I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. And I get x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. Then I'm going to go to my calculator, and I'm going to type this in the y equals. Then I press graph, and I'm looking for where it crosses my x-axis. So right here at -3, and right here at +1. And then I just sketch my graph. So my answer for number 1 is x equals -3 at x equals +1, because that's where it's crossing the x-axis. Questions there? Okay, so I want to do the same thing for number 2. I want to start off by getting it equal to 0. So I'm going to add 16 to both sides. And I get x squared minus 8x plus 16 equals 0. And then I just want to show you guys graphing this on Desmos, because the AZ Merit, you can still use the graphing calculators if you like them, but you can also use their graphing calculator on AZ Merit, which also looks a lot like Desmos. So I'm going to type this one in. Oh, I didn't want to type the equals 0. Okay, so this is what the graph looks like. So going back to my paper, or first before I go back to my paper, it's at 4, 0. So at 4, 4, 0, I put a dot. And then my answer here is just x equals 4. Questions on number 2? Okay. Moving on to number 3. This one gives me the graph and it wants me to find the zeros of f. So what I'm looking for is where it's crossing the x-axis. So right here, and right here. So what are the x values there? -1, 2, and 3. Questions? Questions at all on today's notes? No questions?